Let's see what happened when I tested one of the most saturated dropshipping products there is. What's poppin', people? It's your boy the Beast of Ecom, back with another video, dropping nothing but you already know, value bombs. So in today's video, what I decided to do is to test one of the most saturated dropshipping products there is on the market, and just to see whether or not I would be able to turn any sort of profit, or if I would just simply burn through money. So I'm going to take you inside an ad account and show you day by day what exactly happened. I'm going to break down all of the costs, and at the end of the video you'll see whether or not we actually turned a profit or just completely burned and gave Zuckerberg the money. I can pretty much guarantee that you will get some value from this video. I know a lot of people struggle with how to read the data and how to analyze things, so I'm going to go through my thought process of all of that as well. And also what I'm going to do is tell you guys some of the improvements that we could have made to hopefully have got more sales. So make sure you drop a like on this video, and of course if you are not a subscriber, make sure you smash that subscribe button, and of course hit the notification bell as well so that you stay up to date with all of my latest content. So testing one of the most saturated dropshipping products, okay? Did we end up with no money, or did we end up making some money? Okay, now first thing I need to do is I need to reveal the product. Which product did we decide to sell? So what I decided to do to basically, you know, validate if or not it was, you know, saturated. Basically, I went into Ecom Hunt. Now, Ecom Hunt is a platform that's been around for a long period of time now. It's probably one of the first ones, spy tools that I ever came across. And what I done was I sorted by oldest first. And you can see basically some of these have been on here for 3 years, which is a hell of a long time. So a lot of these products have been rinsed. Now, some of these products I didn't want to sell because, again, school earphones is not something that I generally sell. This product here is just something which doesn't have, you know, it's not really, it has a passionate audience behind it. So I went through some of these, and I think I ended up on page 4 until I found something which I actually wanted to give a go. So if you click on page 4, let's just try and find the product. Here it is here. So I excluded some of these due to like the reviews, or just if it didn't fit like a certain criteria. So I decided to go with this product here, shower head product. And the reviews on Amazon were good. The reviews on AliExpress were decent. You can see that the margin is also there, even though it's $15. The product cost is really low. This is obviously ages away because, you know, it's changed. It's no longer that price. It's increased. But if we have a look at this here, we can see that the actual one where someone was selling it, it weren't 3 months ago because this was posted 2 years ago. But you can see someone had this video that was doing 12 million views on it, 134,000 likes. So pretty much this person, whenever they were running it 2 years ago or 3 years ago, were absolutely crushing it. Okay. So what I decided to do is to go on to, of course, AliExpress, and if I type in shower head and have a look at all of these, you can see here 28,000 orders, 9,000 orders, 6,000 orders. This one's got another 5,000 orders. If you just keep scrolling down, 2,600 orders. So, you know, pretty much done and dusted in terms of, you know, in terms of being saturated. But I wanted to see whether or not we could actually, you know, sell it and make some sales. So as you can see, the product here, and of course that cost has risen, okay? And of course ePacket, I believe so, are putting prices up, not by a lot, but they, you can see here basically we've got some, that's what we're basically dealing with here. So if we have a look at our cost of goods, what we're looking at is a product cost of 552. We've got shipping costs of 158. That means it gives us a total of $7.10. Now I'm going to be using a pounds ad account. The store I will be selling in pounds as well, because I want to minimize any conversion costs. But I'm just gonna, this is the only account that I had that was just, that hadn't had any spend on it. And that's one thing that I want to mention, of course, as well. It was a brand new ad account. There are a few nuances, but it was a brand new ad account, brand new page. Okay, so let's actually have a look at the results. And before I do that, I want to show you this calculation, okay, which I always like to do. So what I've done is I've converted it. The selling price was to start off with just £19, which is probably around about $24 ish. We were going to the top English speaking countries, so US, UK, and then Denmark, Norway, all those kind of countries. And basically what it does is it breaks down the break-even ROAS that we need and the profit, the ROAS that we need for all of the profit margins, okay? So if our RAS are sitting at 155, we're making 5% profit. If our ROAS is at 210 plus, we're making 30% profit. Now, every one of my students inside of my course, Ecom Beast 2.0, actually get access to this spreadsheet. It's a Google Drive doc that you make a copy of, and they can plug this in so they can know whether or not you're making money from the off, or what you need to hit to get your margins, because that's the most important thing. Okay, so going into the ads now, if you have a look, I started this on the 12th of, I didn't start it on the 12th of March, sorry, should I say. I started on the 13th, but I just wanted to show you the 12th, just to show you that obviously we didn't, you know, sell anything on there. So first day, if we have a look at the first day on Friday, the 13th of March, historically not the best day to, you know, run things. But you can see here we had an average of a 1.94 ROAS, which is profitable, sorry, straight from the off, which was great. Of course, we've got some ads here at, you know, pretty much 5x ROAS. We've got some at 2. We've got another one at 2. We've got another one at 5 ROAS as well. I'm not going to show you the targeting because it is still running. I don't want to create competition here. But what I've done also is just to show you, to break it down, is I did show you, we did do 3 creatives. So all of these sales were coming from one specific creative for this ad set, okay? So on day 1 looked really good. If we look at day 2 on the 14th, that was another, well, it was a bad day, sorry, should I say. We only had this one ad set which was looking good. And if we're analyzing the actual results here in terms of the click-through rate, we can see our cost per click is decent, okay? We can see our click-through rate is okay. Got a lot of room for improvement there, being at 1.5 overall. Generally, you want it higher than 1. Higher than 1.5 is better. But you can see our CPMs are very cheap. Our cost per view content are okay. And we can see here our view content to our view content ratio to add to cart ratio is less than 10%. We want to try and hit that 10% mark. So ideally that would be 13, but it's not. But we're doing okay. Again, bad day on that day. If we have a look on the 15th here, we can see we had a fantastic day. We ended the day at a 2.7x ROAS. Some of these ad sets were good. What I had to do, of course, is turn some of these off as well. Some of them that were unprofitable. I'll show you it overall, but you can see some of these that I did turn off, that didn't spend, that were just wasting money. But a good day. Again, some more sales here. We can see that we're not hitting that 10% add to cart ratio, so there's room for improvement there. Our click-through rate has dropped as well a little bit, but we're still profitable. If I have a look at the 16th, you can see a 1.4, which again is not just below our break-even ROAS. So we've got some here at 2x, which is good, and others just spending money, which aren't great. And if we have a look at the final day, the 17th, we've got, again, another not very great day, okay? So overall, if we go from the 17th to the 13th, okay, we were at a 155x ROAS. Now remember, this is just top of the funnel, and what I mean by top of the funnel is basically this is the awareness, okay? This is basically where we're just testing audiences to see and creatives just to see, you know, if we can make any money. We haven't done any lookalike audiences as of yet. We haven't even done no creative testing. It's just the first 3 creatives that I started out with. Some of them looking good. You can see overall we've got some that are duds that didn't make any money, but surprisingly enough, we've got some that are looking okay. So this one's at 1.96, this one's at 221, this one's at 277, and this one's at 217. So we've got some ads which have some scope for improvement. You know, if we set up middle of the funnel, our retargeting, which we haven't done. And if you can see, out of the 8 ad sets, we've got 4 which are looking promising, which is 50%. Okay, so again, I don't expect this product to ever be a winning product because, you know, it's been rinsed to high heavens. But I'll talk about some of the improvements that we can make or could potentially make just to squeeze a little bit more out of this campaign. So if we have a look now, some of the improvements, and then what I'll do is after I've shown you the improvements we could have made, I'll show you if we actually made any money or not. So the first thing we need to do is testing creatives, okay? Of course, I only just started out with 3 creatives, 1 video, and remember, I just told my video editor to knock stuff up together based on what was already out there. So we haven't got any custom content, okay? And if you want to, you know, actually get stuff take off, then you're going to need some sort of custom content to differentiate yourself. One thing that was really interesting actually was that we had quite a few people mention on the advert that they it was a positive and a negative. So we had some people saying that they'd ordered the product and waiting 3 weeks, which the advert wasn't even live for 3 weeks. So clearly they're chatting rubbish. And then we had other people talking and saying, oh, I ordered it, it's great, my shower's really good, you know, blah, 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 blah. So it kind of worked as a positive and negative. And that's also how you kind of know that the product has been rinsed to high heavens if you're getting comments like that on your ads. So you can see the creatives here. One thing, again, I can test more creatives at the top of the funnel to increase that click-through rate because it's not extremely high. Another thing we can do, of course, is to order in the product, send it out, get someone on Fiverr to create some custom content if we really wanted to. If we want to differentiate ourselves. Now, the changes we can make on the landing page, what we basically need to do is increase that view content to add to cart rate. It's sitting below 10%. Ideally, you want to aim for the 10% mark. Again, at the end of the day, ROAS is king, but there's some improvements that we can make on that point is, you know, the view content to add to cart rate. Test different layouts on the page. Shifting things around is one thing we could do. Improve the product description as well, or the offer. Remember, we're selling it at £19, $24-ish. We could either, you know, get in some bundles in there, you know, offering some sort of upsells, those kind of things. The lookalike audiences, again, we've not gone into lookalike audiences as of yet. Again, one thing I could do is wait for the 95% video views. That would be the first lookalike audience that we would go to. You know, and providing that the data there is good, then, you know, our lookalike audience should perform a lot better than our interests. Another thing, again, I can wait for some more time and wait for our view content data to build up to over 1,000 or so, and then build that lookalike audience as well. But remember, this is just all top of the funnel. One thing I should do, of course, is set up middle of the funnel and bottom of the funnel, which is abbreviated MOF and BOF. Middle of the funnel is basically people who have like page engaged, people who have viewed the video, those kind of people, 50% video views, retarget page engagers who didn't view the page, those kind of people. You know, give them some kind of discounts and incentive to buy, and then set up bottom of the funnel as soon as we've got enough data. And bottom of the funnel is pretty much add to cart, didn't purchase. Again, another one in the middle of funnel would be people who view content and didn't add to cart. Okay, so now that we've got that out of the way, let's have a look at the results. And also, by the way, if you are getting some value from this video, please do drop a like on this video. It doesn't cost you anything, and of course you get some value from it. So if you did, make sure you drop a like on this video. So the results. So our revenue was £478, okay, 24 orders that we got. Our cost of goods was £132, 96 pence. Our ad spend was at £310.44, which brings our total cost to £443.40. So if we subtract that from that, it gives us a profit of £35.22, which of course, nothing to run home and call your mum about, but it's better than what I like to say, a kick in the balls, okay? And again, like I said, I never even expected to make any money with this product because it's completely saturated, and this is pretty much the top of the funnel. So if we have a look, our margin is probably around about 7.35%. If we consider our fees, then we're looking at about 5% profit margin. Again, not every product is going to be a winner. All we do is pretty much just test. And again, this was just something that I wanted to do just to kind of, you know, see whether or not we would make any money from it. So yeah. There we go, 5% profit margin. So if you did get some value from this video and you have got any comments, make sure you drop them down below. I know there's a few things that I didn't get through, but hopefully you got some value from it. If you did, make sure you drop a comment down below. like, and of course, if you aren't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel with the notification bell on. Now, if you do want to learn more from me, make sure you check out my course, Ecom Beast 2.0. And if you do come from YouTube, then you do get $100 discount. All you got to do is use the code YouTube100 at the checkout, and you'll get $100 discount off price. Make sure you check out the free Facebook group Mastermind. If you are not a part of that, link for that will be down below as well. Make sure you hit me up on Instagram, drop me a like, drop me a DM, drop me a comment, and we can try and connect on there. That is it for this video. Make sure you drop a comment and a like on this video, and I'll try and drop more content like this. Take care, and I'll see you later.